Hi Scorpio, it's Kendrick from Providence Tarot. Welcome back for those of you who are new. Hello. All of the information that you need is going to be in the description box in terms of like if you want to donate to the channel or if you want to get a reading with me in New York City in person, or if you want to follow any of the other channels that I have on Instagram, which are basically Providence Tarot, of course, and then my personal account, which is NYC Kendrick. But then there are a couple more, which a lot of people tell me I have too many. And sometimes I think that, but whatever. Scorpio, we're gonna go ahead and get into your mid-April proofread. Obviously, this is the next day. I always try to prevent myself from doing it like this, like splitting it up half and half. I usually try to get them all done in the same day. But it didn't happen this time. And I was, you know, just going with the flow, right? So maybe that's what you need to do. But a card did fall out for you, and we're gonna look at what that card is. We're gonna read it. Most signs have gotten 2 cards to come out. You've gotten 1. So there's a theme with the pop outs, right? Nice. Very much in your energy, but in a different way, right? We're manifesting here, okay? It's not as emotional yet. It can be sometimes, but we are dealing with the struggle of trying to make something work, right? You know, what are my resources, right? What materials do I have? How much time do I have to put into this? How much effort am I willing to put in this is what you are asking yourself, you know? Some of you are searching for a job, right? So you're asking yourself like, what do I want to be doing right now in the moment, okay? And this is also if you're asking yourself, how well am I doing my job? Or if you might be beating yourself up over how well you might be doing your job, you have to remember that you are doing the best that you can, right? And that's what the 3 of Pentacles says. And you know, people see that you're doing the best that you can, right? And if you don't feel like you're getting any kind of praise, you're not even looking at that, right? Other people are kind of questioning what your motives might be, why you are doing something, or why, yeah, I don't know, you're being pushed, right? You're being pushed to go past your limitations, of course, with the 3 of Pentacles here as well, right? Being aware of what it's going to have to take now to manifest something or get something done, or being just able to produce something, right? It talks about scheduling, processing, you know, also writing things down so you don't forget. Managing your finances better, being flexible with your spending. You know, some things aren't necessarily needed right now. They can happen later, right? And there are some things that are absolutely necessary in the moment. You know what I mean? Let's continue. That was at 3:33. All right, so we got the Tower. So the Tower and the 3 of Pentacles could be talking about some of you quitting a job or some of you wanting to stop working with a particular person, wanting to sever relationship ties or sever ties within a work relationship, because we got the 3 of Pentacles and then we got the Tower, you know what I mean? This could also be like working with friends, working with family, or working with familiar people, right? So you might be severing that tie of working with a familiar person. You just want to change up the energy in the environment, okay? And you want to be able to control whatever aspect of your business that you want without the influence of someone else telling you what to do. You know, it's almost kind of like you want to do things your way or they want to do things their way. So, you know, whatever, we're completely in your energy because we got Mars, the Tower. Then we got Mars in Capricorn, okay? So this is Mars being 10 houses away from it where it originates in Aries, but then it's also Mars being 3 houses away from where it originates in Scorpio. So this is very much your energy here, right? Scorpio, Sag, Capricorn. Yeah, so it's like working with family, working with siblings, working with mom, or working with a female person. That could be it too, you know? Domineering female, maybe someone's energy is too much. Okay, let's see what the other side of the tower is. The Justice card. Okay, so yeah, definitely severing ties in a relationship. Something has led you to this decision. You know, the cons have probably outweighed the pros, right? Um, or this could just be you ending something so that you can do something else, right? And that's actually the pros outweighing the cons for some of you. Because it could be the opposite, right? Because we have the tower here and we have the justice card. So you're leaving something behind so that you can feel free of it. You know what I mean? It's leaving something behind, Mars, right? Severing something, cutting something, something being destroyed before it got too controlling, which would have turned into a catastrophe, and you kind of knew that going in, right? And then we have the Justice card here, which is saying, you know, like the verdict is in, like this is what's going on, and it's not changing, really, definitely. Okay, so this is good. The sun position is here. The sun is related to this Mars and Capricorn energy just because it's like the sun likes to be in the 10th house. It gives a feeling of leadership. So it's kind of like you're coming from a place of experience now. You know that it's best to kind of like control what you have going on and to carry out your own will. Let people do what they want to do. You can do what you want to do. You know, you have a certain set of skills and talents that can best be utilized when you do things your way, okay? And also, it's a new way. It's like a new method of doing things for you. Or maybe other people may see it as like being a new method of doing things and they don't want to do the new method of doing things, whatever that is. But the Sun card is the most positive card in the deck, one of them. And then we have the Lord here. So some of you could be dealing with like, I don't know, father situation with your dad being too controlling over what you do with your money or, you know, yeah, that type of thing. This could also just be like a boss, right? You might want to be your own boss with the Lord being here, which is the Emperor, and then the Sun card. Okay. But it's being optimistic about the changes that are occurring, right? You come a long way. It's saying like definitely acknowledge your strengths, right? And that's going to help you believe in yourself a little bit more when you are able to kind of like, I don't know, be intelligent about what it is that, you know, you have to offer, if that makes any sense, right? So you have to like try to like search for it, or not search for it too hard, right? It's very easy to just kind of like think of what your best qualities are, and that's what you have to offer. You know what I mean? Okay, so yeah, you just want to be free of someone's control, right? Because the sun wants to be free of the Lord's control, right? Which is basically Aries energy, but it could be Scorpio as well, right? Yeah, doing something on your own is going to make you happier, right? So let's see what's going on here. All right, so the Five of Wands talks about like, you know, a job, a group of people, something that you were committed to is getting in the way of your own growth, right? This is like maybe being involved with a group or with a company or with something is limiting the growth that you saw for yourself, right? There's a little bit of a competitive vibe here. Maybe somebody feels like you are competing with them, or maybe you feel like someone is competing with you. This could be family members competing with each other, or friends competing with each other, or work colleagues competing with each other. You know, it's saying don't get involved in situations that, you know, are going to take up too much of your time and so much of your energy, where it distracts you from what's actually important. And that's what the Five of Wands talks about. Don't forget what's important here. You know what I mean? Make sure you focus on yourself. Stop focusing on the other people. Because when you focus on other people, then you're giving them your energy, basically. Right. Saying like, stop comparing yourself as well, with the Five of Wands being here, because when you compare yourself to other people, it's almost like now you have to prove to, what are you trying to prove? You know what I mean? By comparing yourself to other people, right? What does that mean? Okay, so it's really how you value yourself, right? You don't have to discount others so that you can find value in yourself, right? It's not about, you know, what other people might be doing wrong or different. It's about what you are doing right for you with the Five of Wands, you know? And it's also kind of like playing games, a little bit immaturity, you know, juvenile sort of behavior. Right. Get serious about yourself rather than being serious about other people, right? Because that's just gonna limit you. And the Queen of Wands is here, right? Saying, what is this? Water and fire, yeah? So take the emotions out of it, right? Emotions kind of like weigh you down, and they kind of distort the way you might, they distort like the reality of some situations, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like the emotions are like preventing you from seeing what it is that you could, should, would be doing otherwise. What is the Queen of Wands related to the Three of Wands? So it's kind of being ready for a change. You are ready for a change from this situation of the Five of Wands, and you actually feel very capable and very encouraged and very motivated now. So that's what this is. It's like, let your emotions motivate you rather than weigh you down. Let your emotions actually be the fuel that helps you problem solve, right? But you don't have to problem solve others. It's literally problem solving yourself. Figuring out what you need to do, right? And that's what the Queen of Wands is talking about. What do I need to do? Okay? And it's also like, what do I want to do? Being able to read the room too, because this is Aries, right? Being able to read the room and assess the situation, right? That's what I mean about being like intelligent, right? Emotional intelligence, and also just social intelligence, right? Being able to discern what the circumstances are within a scenario of people that have their own agenda but have come together, you know, in some way for the same, I don't know, for the same purpose, right? But everybody has their own agenda. So it's kind of like, just because we've come here for the same purpose, like this was really just something else that was happening in my life. And I realize now that it's time for me to kind of like move on. Ooh, excuse me. You know, what is that, dust? What is that, allergy? You know, that type of thing. It also could be talking about itching to get out of a situation, just because the Queen of Wands, right? It's like, there's a fire here, like, let me get out of here, right? And then this is, you know, being stuck, but the Queen of Wands knows just what to do to get themselves out of a situation, out of a sticky situation. You see what I mean? And it also is talking about, you know, you've grown, you've outgrown that Five of Wands part of yourself. You know what I mean? You're ready to make the assertions that you need to make for yourself. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that. Thank you, Scorpio. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment at the video. Don't leave any weird comments, but you know, they're there sometimes. Yeah. Follow me on Instagram. All of the information is in the description box. If you're not subscribed to me on YouTube, go ahead and do that. It is Providence Tarot there as well. Bye. Happy weekend.